Hello, hello, hello. It's Mimosa Monday. And we are here. And we are live. Trying to find the comments. Let's see. Come on. Come on, everybody. Come on. Oh. I know I'm on, but I can't find the comments. So I'm trying to click in. There we go. There we are. Marilyn and Jody and Andrea and June and Leanne and Allison and Alyssa and Lisa and Tiffany and Sherry and Tara and Candy. Hello. Hey, hey, Teresa. Happy Mimosa Monday. Welcome, one and all, to this of Mimosa Mondays. Hello, Donna and Sarah. My twin apparently lives in Michigan with you, Sarah. Okay. Hello, Samantha and Heidi and Fran. Hello. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Somebody else tweeted at me this morning and said that they had breakfast with me. And I wanted to tweet back, were you in my bed? Because I hadn't gotten out of bed yet. And they were like, no, I just saw you at Krispy Kreme in Illinois. And I was like, no, that would have been a hike for a donut. Hello, Frida and Tara and Sherry. Is it a happy Monday? Sure, 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 sure. We actually picked the kids up from school early for the eclipse. The solar kind. Hello, Andrea. Hello, Marie. And so I took the kids home, and Tara's telling Matthias's jokes in the feed. So I take the kids home and I sit them down here and I say, hey, we're gonna build DIY projectors, viewing projectors, because we couldn't get the glasses, and I'm obviously last minute, and I couldn't find the ones that were NASA approved. And so I said, okay, we're gonna make viewers. And so hello Heidi, and so we made the viewers with everybody, and it was fun. And so my kids are telling knock knock jokes, of course, in the feed. And my oldest tells the joke. Come tell the joke again for anybody that missed it. Come tell the joke. What happened to your hair?
I put gel in it.
Why did you put gel in it?
After I was doing vlog. After I got out of the shower, so I had to get it.
Okay, tell everybody the joke. Okay.
What's the cheapest meat on a deer?
What is the cheapest meat on a deer? That is his joke, okay? So the joke is, what is the cheapest meat on a deer? Okay? All right, we've given them a long enough pause. Why don't you go ahead and tell them?
Deer balls, they're under $1.
Get out of here now. So that's a terrible, inappropriate joke. I don't know where he heard that. Oh, of course it was my brother. Of course. And of course it's inappropriate. So apparently he also took a shower and then went in and put gel in his hair. It's like, you're going to bed, kid. Why are you putting gel in your hair? Oh my goodness. Yay! Oh, I hope you're feeling better. Somebody just said they're taking antibiotics. I hope you're feeling better. Then the other joke was, what's a cow? A cow with no legs?
What do you call a cow with no legs?
Cow with no legs.
Ground beef.
Get out. You're banished. All right. He is a funny guy. He's a fun guy.
What do you call a vampire?
Well, I have not heard
Frostbite.
this. What do you call a vampire who bites a snowman? Or what does a vampire who bites a snowman get? That joke makes no sense. Get out.
No,
You don't make any sense. Jeez. All right. All right. It's perfect for us. That's right, Andrea. It's perfect for us. Oh, your husband told you the answer before my son could? Okay. Yeah, he's got to look good in his dreams, Megan. I don't know what he's doing putting into... So middle school has kind of... we're in middle school now, right? So middle school has happened. And oh, I hope your 4-year-old feels better, Andrea. So he did tell me a story already about middle school. So middle school, for those of you, because it's different around the country, in our area is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Happy birthday, Jennifer. Oh no, I hope you're feeling better, Christine. And so sometimes the 6th and the 8th graders commingle. Not in classes or anything like that, but in the hallways. And so my 6th grader was trying to walk to the gym, and I guess an 8th grade class was leaving, and the 8th grade class, the 8th grader bumped into my son and pushed him to the ground. And so as he had fallen onto the ground, one of the other kids went up to him and pointed and laughed at him repeatedly. And so I asked my son, I said, what did you do? What did you do after you got pushed to the ground and he laughed at you? And he said, well, I laid there until he stopped and went away. And I said, oh no. I said, okay, if this happens again, you just got to get up. You just got to get up and you shake it off. You go to you keep walking to your next class. I said, it is tough. Hello, Elizabeth. I said, it's tough. But don't engage with them. Just get up and move to the next class. Don't engage. But it's like middle school is such, it's its own beast, right? Like, I swear, I don't think middle schoolers, they kind of transform from these cute little kids into these like non-human beasts. They stink. The puberty happens, the geneticals and the biologicals, they go all weird, and then it just overtakes their body. And I think the height of that is probably 8th grade. So I think it's tough. Oh my gosh, Susie, your middle school is 5th grade. Oh, so I think it's tough, and I think it's hard on them in general. And so my go-to is always don't engage. Move on to your next thing. If somebody is actually picking on you or bullying you, you do need to make it be known. You talk to a teacher or an administrator, but don't engage in that situation, okay? Because that's not good. That's tough. So they can be so mean. They're just, and all kids can just be so mean and so rough, and it's like, it's terrible. Yeah. Yeah, so that's my stance on that. Don't engage. Don't engage. Okay, so the eclipse. So back to the story about the eclipse, which we started with. So we got the viewers done, and so we started going outside at around 1:30 and taking a glimpse at the thing. And I thought it was pretty cool. Like, you could look into this box and you could see it on the piece of paper inside of the box. You could see it. So you're looking and you see the sun and you see kind of like the glimpse of the moon coming up, and it's super neat. But I guess because we're like so far away from it, and I don't understand how any of this science works, but we only had like a 60-some-odd% coverage in terms of the eclipse, so there was no totality for us. So every time I kept walking the kids outside to look at it, they were like, is that it? Is that it? Well, what now? Why isn't it dark out? And I was like, I'm sorry, it's not dark because we don't have totality. And they were like, we made boxes for this? Is that it? Is that it? And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I took you out of school and took all of the Lucky Charms out of the boxes. You will look in this viewer and you will enjoy this family moment. And so I thought it was more cool than they did. I was like, oh. All right, so did anybody look directly at the eclipse? If you did, you probably can't see me right now. Did anybody do it? Did anybody do it? Okay. We had totality here for 2 minutes, Stephanie said. So Stephanie, was it completely dark? Like legit dark? Like nighttime dark? Somebody tweeted, if you like a solar eclipse, you must like nighttime. Debbie says they had 60% too. I know, Jessica, is that it? Is that it? Where's the rest of the eclipse? It was a bit darker here. It's very cold. Oh, you know what? We did notice that when we went outside. We said it's so much cooler. Is that because the sun was covered? Oh. It really makes that much of a difference? Wow. We only had 63% here. It was so boring. Oh. So I don't know. So anyway, it was, and I know, hey, Aunt Pat, I know that people were saying, oh, Heidi, you had 98%. So it had to be pretty dark. Okay. I have to go back. It did get cooler. Sarah saying, it was cooler here. It was like 100 degrees today. And I tell you, it dropped several degrees when we were standing outside when we had the most coverage. And it wasn't dark at all. It was like it is at 7 a.m. So dusk-ish. I don't know. Is anybody disappointed? Raise your hand. Just be honest. We are an open community here. You be honest right now. Was anybody disappointed in all of the hype that occurred with the solar eclipse? Raise your hand. Give me a thumbs up if you or your children were disappointed in the eclipse. Oh, I see a lot of hands. Uh-oh. I see a lot of hands. Oh, man. Bummer. My parents said in Greenville it was completely dark and the crickets were chirping. I think if you had full darkness, and I think if things like crickets were chirping and it was this like moment like of totality, I think there may have been a difference for me. But this was kind of like, it was neat to watch in the projector and see it. But I have to tell you, I'm not a super sciencey nerdy one either. The business manager is. But I liked it, but I think I liked it better than the kids. I don't think the kids really got anything out of it. And I think they were so excited because of the hype from school that they were expecting more. It was a marketing tactic to buy more junk. Okay, so Sherry's son drove 3 hours to go see it. I know people were flying cross country. People were all over the place. Well, wait a minute. What about the other countries? When did they have it? Huh? But they had it too, right? So everybody had this eclipse thing. Not just the United States, right? Huh? You don't know? I have to think that it was more than us, wasn't it? I did really get a kick out of the clips I was seeing off of the Royal Caribbean ship of Total Eclipse of the Heart being played with DNCE in the background. That was pretty cool. I was wishing I was on a cruise ship. So it was pretty neat. It was neat. I say that I enjoyed making the projector thingies and I enjoyed taking the kids out. We looked up, the next eclipse is in 2024 and we will have 100%. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. What? We don't really have questions. I was kind of bummed that we didn't get many questions. I'll go in and see. All right, let's see if we have any questions. I didn't really see any earlier when I had posted. So I'll look. Hold on. Let me see. There we go. Okay. All right. How do you get your kids to remember their student ID numbers for lunches? I don't know. Maybe an acronym? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know how my kids learned I think they learned their school IDs because they wanted to be fed. I don't think I taught them. They actually sent home a piece of paper and there was the keypad was on it, and we actually the only thing I did with them is I sat the paper down and I said, practice your keypad. And they got it. And the nice thing is, and I'm assuming most school systems do it this way, they keep the same ID number from kindergarten through high school. So once you do know your number, you shouldn't forget it because it's the same one all through high school. So I don't know, maybe make a keypad for them, like the keypad that's at school, and have them practice it over and over again. Lena says, just tell them they'll starve if they don't. It's a good tactic. You're going to be very hungry if you don't remember that. Laminate an index card with their number on it. But the problem with that is, what if somebody else gets their number? Then they can eat their food, right? That's my fear, is you don't want somebody else to know their number, because then they're going to... Yeah, the keyboard handout. I think that's what everybody does. Yeah, so a keypad paper. There you go. Everybody does the same thing. Perfect. Okay. Megan, I think we answered your question. Nobody said they were blind after the eclipse. So I'm assuming nobody stared directly into it, at least those that are here tonight. If you did stare into the eclipse, I hope you're doing better. I can tell you that I honestly was a little worried that I would try to look directly at the sun, but I did hold myself back and I didn't do it. You know what I was worried though, and the BM he's going to shake his head when I say this. I was worried about letting the dogs out because I worried, what if the dogs looked up at the sun? And then they got blinded by the eclipse. And then I had to take them to the vet, and then they would have to wear glasses. That was my fear. My fear was that my dogs would look at the eclipse and go blind, and then I would have to get them doggy eye glasses. That was my fear. Not even my kids. I wasn't even worried about the kids staring. I was worried about the dogs. And I thought to myself, should I put sunglasses on the dogs? These are the things I think. This is what's in my head. How scary is this? This is what's in my head. Oh no, Ashley said my eyes hurt, my lenses stopped working, the one she bought. I did it by accident once, Sherry said. Once I looked. Ah! Yeah. Oh, Heidi said I didn't let my dog out. I was worried too. See? I'm not the only one. There we go. What are you laughing at, Aunt Pat? That's a legitimate concern. What if your dog goes out there all willy-nilly, not paying attention, not looking into the projector, and it looks directly up at that eclipse? It's scary. I was worried. You weren't supposed to have the pets out. I kept mine in. Oh my gosh, ours went outside with us every time we looked. Oh my gosh, look, Heather says they were warning people. How did you not know? Oh man, see? It was a real thing. They could have looked. How will I know if they're blind? Girls, Velma, Daphne, come here. I have to know if you're okay. They left. I don't even know where they are. Ah! They're blind and they can't find their way here. Where are they? Are they in the other room? Girls, come here. Hold on, I have to get my dogs. I'm worried. Come here, ladies. Where? Oh, they're really... Oh, here they are. Oh, come here. Come here. Let me see. Come here. Let me see. Come here. Let's look in your eyes. Oh, everybody. How does she look? Oh, she's not blind after all. Look, she's here. Let me see your eyes. Oh, she found her mommy too. Oh, it was so scary. I was so worried. Okay. They were just hiding from me because they didn't want to spend time with me. It's okay. Go ahead. You can go play again. Okay, mommy loves you. Go away. All right. There we go. Let's see. Christy says, how did you get your husband to help with the kids? I ask and I get huge sighs, and it feels like a simple request, something like, can you put the baby on the potty? And it seems to be a huge inconvenience for him. She says, side note, #MomWin, I folded and put away the laundry in the same day. Are you trying to win medals, Christy? Is that what you're doing here, trying to win medals with the folding of the laundry and the putting the laundry away in the same day? Because I don't think that's ever happened in my house. So good on you. That is a big #MomWin. Okay, way to go. But Christy, there was a lot of hubbub, scuttlebutt, if you will, from the video I posted not last week, the week before, about how my husband wanted to be praised for cleaning the house. And so it was actually, somebody messaged me, it was on the news in Chicago, Fox something. And I went back and I watched it, and they were talking about how the guy, this correspondent that they had talking about it, said, well, men need to be praised for doing those types of chores because it's not their normal duty. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. The BM lives here. The BM dirties the floors. The BM dirties the dishes. I didn't feel it necessary to praise him for doing such tasks. Thank you, yes. Thank you, I love you, I appreciate it, but I do not think that you need to be praised. I don't ask to be praised to do those tasks and chores. I do them every day, all day, okay? So we got into this, there was a scuttlebutt afoot on the page, lots of angry people in the comments, it went all over the place. And so I think that sometimes it's tough because we want them to want to help. But the business manager has informed me that no one wants to help. So when they look agitated for us asking them to pitch in with something, he says, don't get mad at me. Nobody wants to do laundry. Nobody wants to clean dishes. Nobody wants to help. And I say, no, I want you to want to help. And so then we have an argument over that. And somebody just messaged, did he put his suitcase away, unpack his suitcase? The answer to that is no. Did you get everything out? No, it's not completely empty. Is it? I'll have to check. I thought it wasn't unpacked. I will have to check. So anyway, so there was all sorts of hubbub on the page over that, and I took a lashing because people were saying that I should praise him for helping, where no, a thank you should be sufficient. And others were saying, no, men should just do this because it's the stuff that they need to do. It's not actually helping. Everybody pitches in. So we had this whole back and forth and blah, 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 blah. You're a team. Jillian saying, you're a team. Yes. So everybody has to pitch in. And actually the BM, the past year or so has really stepped up his game, and he helps out a ton. But I feel you, Christy. I feel you in that respect. And so I saw somebody tweeted, I don't know if it was a meme or something, but there was a tweet that a guy said, stop reminding me to do something. Like, why do you have to remind me every 6 months? And it's like, because you've never done it. And we keep asking. And it's been 6 months. Yeah, Sarah, we don't get praised for those things. So it's like, you can stop reminding me to do something every 6 months. It's like, yeah, okay, obviously. We could stop reminding you. Or you could just do it. And it's the same thing I say about the kids. Like, I don't know what would happen. But what if, like I said, like, go put this away, and it happened the first time? Like, what if I said the first time, like, you need to do something and it happened? I think my head would explode. It would probably be like looking into the solar eclipse. But, and no, somebody just said it's because I blast him online. I don't think I blast him. I just share. Do I blast? I don't think I blast, but I share. I tell all the nitty gritty. I talk about it. Yeah, somebody just said it's not 1840 anymore, gentlemen. Yeah, so it is what it is. And yes, Heidi, you can have the same argument over and over and over again. It happens. It's part of a relationship. We have to communicate. We have to do all of these things. But it's marriage. It's tough. It's life. You know? You know? You know? Do you write back to people who get nasty to you in the comments? For the most part, no. I try to stay away from those. Sometimes I engage and say not so nice things. So I try to shut it down before it gets started, because internet trolls can be the absolute worst. And so it's tough, but sometimes I engage and it's a lot of fun. Like the guy who told me that I looked like a transvestite parrot. That was a really fun conversation that I had with him. We went back and forth, and it was a delight. And he told me that I basically looked like a transvestite parrot. And then I went back at him, and then he told me that I really should be careful in the morning when I'm shaving, because he wants to make sure that I properly know how to shave so I don't nick my chin. And I went back, and then he came back, and it was just a delightful banter, okay? It was a delightful banter of why I am a transvestite parrot. And I was like, oh my gosh. So, and he actually made it into the book. So, I don't know if he won or I won, but either way, his YouTube handle is in my book. So there you go. Hashtag winning. What is a transvestite parrot? I don't know. That is a question that you need to ask in a pet supermarket, I think. So, but I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun with that. So, but it's not something I would recommend. I would not recommend engaging with trolls ever. So, yeah, so there's that. But anyway, so we've got some exciting things coming up this week. Keep your eye out tomorrow for our friends over at Icon. We're releasing a new video with a new promo code, and that new promo code is big, guys. It's $10 off your order. Whether you order one pair or a bunch of pair of undies, it's $10 off, and so that's coming at you tomorrow. So if you sprinkle when you sneeze, run, jump, or breathe, you're going to want to check these out. I'm wearing my Icons right now because I sprinkle when I sneeze all the time. So that's coming out tomorrow, and then Wednesday, of course, we have Wines Day with our delightful antics and shenanigans with Eric. Oh, big news on their front. Mason has started walking behind stuff, so their lives are officially over because he's going to be completely mobile soon. So Mason is push walking and holding on to things and moving around, so that was big news in the house. And then, of course, we have Bulletproof Filter Free Friday morning, and then Dance It Out Friday. So you guys have an absolutely, oh, please do, Heidi, if you are, please do. Have an absolutely fantastic evening, and I will see you guys. Happy birthday tomorrow, Christina. I will see you guys for the usual Wines Day, and don't forget to check out the video tomorrow for Icon and grab up that discount code and try your undies. I have them on right now. These are my Icons, and they're a delight. All right, guys. I know, never teach them to walk. Trip them. Trip them, Melissa says. Trip them. You don't need none of that in your life. All right, guys. Bye.